Hallo, ich bin Marcus. Welcome. Don't worry, this video is not going to be in German. But this video is going to be about Germans, Germany. Yeah. If you didn't know, I have a German girlfriend. Surprise. I also spend quite a lot of time in Germany because she lives in Berlin and I kind of split my time between London and Berlin. I've kind of wanted to make a video on this for a while now and just talk about some of the slightly entertaining and funny things that Germans, German culture and Germany has as a nation without obviously being stereotypical or offensive. This is actually a very good thing. But Germans love, and I mean love, to be on time. They are some of the most punctual people I have ever met, and like it's really great because you're never late for a meeting, whether you've got a work meeting, you're meeting a friend, they're never late. They do the opposite to what I do. So when I go from A to B, I sort of plan it, look at Google Maps, whatever route I'm taking to get there, I use that and just say, yeah, that's how long it's gonna take me. I don't count for any sort of things that could go wrong that are out of my control. They do that. They're just never late. If you watch my my boner experience video, I mentioned that Germans like to be naked. Now I want to address this a little bit more. So I've gone to a couple of swimming pool areas like that in Germany, spas, etc. And they like to just be naked. Like they are completely comfortable with being naked, surrounding themselves with other naked people and engaging in conversations with those naked people. Again, I kind of am jealous of that. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying that is good that you can stand there with your dick and your stuff flopping about and have a conversation with someone else who also has a dick flopping about. I can't. I literally can't do that. When I'm in the change room or in a scenario where there's naked people, I just hide myself in a corner, wrap a towel around me and like discreetly try and do it because I just don't have that confidence. To the point of, I was in said sauna one time. There I was with my towel wrapped around me and I was in between two men who were naked. Nothing sexual going on, I was just sat there. They were having a conversation, but like they were talking about dinner tonight, they were talking, because we were in a hotel, they were talking about what time their table is, what was on the menu tonight and all this stuff. I was just sat there and they're just like, dicks were out and all about, and I wish I had that confidence. But the other thing is they tend to get a little bit annoyed if you don't get naked. That's where it's like, whoa, because I get it, like if I'm in a German area and that's the culture, you obviously want to try and fit in and stuff, but it's like, I don't want to just do it. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Being naked in spas and situations? I mean, look, I make it sound like they love being naked everywhere they go. They absolutely don't. It's just, as soon as they step in that swimming pool, fuck it, clothes are gone. They love, and I mean love, bread. I mean, who doesn't love bread? Bread is amazing, but Germans serve bread with every meal. And it's quite typical, I think, or used to be typical for Germans to have a sandwich for dinner, which is great. I mean, everyone loves bread. Yeah, I just thought it was interesting how much they actually do love their bread. Still water doesn't seem to be a thing over there, but it is a thing, but it's not like the norm. The norm over there is sparkling water. So whenever you ask for a water, you'll usually be served water with gas. Carbonated fizzy water. I have been to a few places in Germany where I've asked for a still water and they're like, sorry, we've only got sparkling. Which is fine. I am actually an avid sparkling water drinker. I do prefer my sparkling water over my still water if I'm going to choose between one of them. As someone who prefers drinking sparkling water, that's great for me, but if you go there and I feel like a lot of English people hate sparkling water, you're in trouble. Germans sort of set an amazing example with recycling. It's so enforced in society over there and everything's set up really well for people to be able to do it easily or have incentives to do it. For example, if you collect your plastic bottles and you take them to your supermarket, you can return them for a small amount of money. I can't remember, I'll have to put it on here. I think it's like 5 cents a bottle or something like that. So you literally see people walking around the streets with like massive bags or boxes or bins or whatever, putting all the plastic bottles in there and taking it to the supermarket, which is great. Again, it's amazing. I wish we had that. Just a quick one. When it comes to their roads, it's really funny. Like when I first went to Germany, I was really excited about the Autobahn and going on this mysterious road where there's no speed limit and it's gonna be fucking crazy. Not to put a downer on anyone's dreams for going to Germany on the Autobahn. It is like any other road, any other motorway you go on, except you can drive fast in certain areas with no speed limit, which is very cool. The reason I'm saying this is because they seem to love roadworks in Germany, and I mean love road. I think England's bad for roadworks and often seeing things that just don't seem to be getting done, but Germany, there are roadworks everywhere. They're always improving their roads, making it better for a driving experience, which is great because you're gonna have better roads, but also annoying because you're always stuck in those like driving camera areas where you can only go, you know what I'm saying? The German language, yeah. One slightly confusing thing when trying to learn the language is they have 4 different ways of saying you. So in English, if I was like, how are you guys doing over there? Or someone says, how are you? And I'm like, how are you? Singular. We just have you in multiple scenarios. Germans, they want to make things confusing, don't they? They have du, so it's like und du and you, singular, to someone I know. If a friend's like, how are you? And I go, und du. Ihr, which is like you plural, so it would be like you guys is ihr. Sie is you informal. So if you don't know someone or you've met someone for the first time, you would say sie rather than du. Really confusing, right? And to make it even more confusing, they like to just throw in an extra Z. So Z is just plural in general. That's cool, really. That's easy to learn. All right, depending on your age watching this, in the UK, we can pretty much do anything we want on a Sunday. In terms of we can go to restaurants, we can go shopping. When I was younger, I feel like I remember there being a change of when things started to become more popular to be opened on a Sunday in the UK. Things didn't used to be open like shops. In Germany, that still stands. Sunday is like a no-go day. No shops, no supermarkets, a lot of cafes and restaurants are closed, and coming from a culture where that's become so normal to there, it's like it hits you in the face when you forget something and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna, oh no, it's Sunday, everything's shut. I don't know if they've stuck to it because coming from a religious background and it's just typically quite a family day in Germany, which is nice. Again, it's really nice, but also frustrating if you forget to do your food shopping on a Saturday or you just want to do something sociable on a Sunday. It's a struggle. On the subject of language, they don't like speaking English. Whoa, what do you mean, Marcus? Oh my God. I mean, as a nation, Germans are very, very good English speakers, especially sort of in our generation now. They've learned it at school, they watch things in German, so they speak very good English and they understand pretty much perfect English, but they seem to be really, like a really proud nation and they want to do everything perfectly, which is actually very sweet, but they kind of don't like to speak English because they think that their accent's funny or they think they're worried about saying something wrong. And obviously, Seffi speaks like perfect English, but when I meet like all of her friends and stuff, a lot of them are quite shy in speaking English and they've opened up and spoken to me about it, that they don't like to do it for that sole reason that they don't want to be embarrassed by saying something wrong. And I'm like, guys, you speak perfect English, that like, embrace that. Don't be scared of it. Speak much better English than I speak German. Because when I speak German, a lot of the time they just reply in English. So when I go in and order a coffee or do something like that, they just reply in English and I'm like, all right. Most of these things so far are just light-hearted observations, like I've said. There are a few frustrating things, such as Germany is sort of seen and known around the rest of the world as being quite a fast-forward thinking country, very efficient in terms of technological advancements, they create some incredible cars, all this stuff. But when it comes to like paying for things, Germans are very still in a cash culture. So it's quite hard to go somewhere and pay for things with cards. In a lot of places in Germany, you either have to have cash, or if they do have card payments, most of the time it has to be a German credit or debit card, which makes it difficult if you're a traveler. Also, they only just, in some places in Berlin, got like contactless payments. And it was like revolutionizing culture over there. They were so excited. I was like, oh, we've had this for a while, guys. Come on, what's going on? You just tap and go. Coming from a culture in our generation in the UK and other parts of the world, I feel like we're growing up as a bit of a cashless generation where we're just, like, I rarely have cash, rarely carry it around. I find it annoying to like have change and stuff. I feel like we are moving more towards just cards, and wherever we're going to be in the future we just have chips or like in our eyes or whatever. And my final note is a lot of people in Germany struggle with patience. I could most definitely relate to this. I am a very impatient person and they hate having to wait for things. If something goes wrong, if something's slightly out of time or they're made to wait for a longer period than they're expecting to, shit hits the fan. There's a lot of huffing and puffing. You know, you have a lot of the people stand there like looking at my watch, doing all this. And I mean, I'm also doing it too, because I am an impatient person, but I feel like there's quite a few of them in Germany. That compiles my list of entertaining things that I have discovered about Germans and Germany. Like I said, I'm not trying to cause offense. If I have caused offense, I'm sorry. It was all in a light-hearted way. I love Germans. I love you guys. Ich liebe dich. And I love my German girlfriend. If you're interested more about my journey through German and German culture, I have a series that is on this channel called Becoming German, where I'm sharing my progress and journey to learning the German language. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Otherwise, see you on this channel soon. That's it. Goodbye. Bye.